for so long. I've been trying to get you out of my head. Oh yeah, but somehow I always seem to wake up in your bed. Baby, if we talk for a minute, then maybe we'd be getting somewhere. I just wanna love you a little.
Good morning, my friends. Hope you guys are having a good morning. Today's a good day. Today's a good day to have a good day. We're gonna have a good day today. So, we're gonna have some iced coffee this morning. We are in the midst of a heat wave, which is kind of not, I mean, it stays hot here for a while, but like our highs the next like 5 days are like between 96 and 100. So I don't feel like for some hot coffee. I haven't been really having much coffee, to be honest with you, but this morning I woke up and I was like, man, I really want like an iced coffee from Starbucks. So that's what we're gonna do. You guys see me do this before, but the difference is we're not making our homemade Cool Whip. I'm gonna go ahead and use this one from Walmart. It's fine, you know, save me some time, and honestly I was running out of sugar, so this is only like $1 or something. We're gonna use the super creamer in vanilla, and then the stock cold blue coffee, and then let's not forget our syrup. The girls are in the midst of waking up for school right now, so we got that going on. And yeah, so we're gonna have some of this caramel syrup in here. But first things first is I'm gonna use my coffee, the milk frother, and I'm gonna put some of that in here, and you could actually do a like cold brew setting, so we're gonna do that. What I wanted to tell you as well, this is like almost empty because Rhea's been having it. So she's been doing, well, I started making her chai tea lattes, okay? So let me show you. So she's not a big coffee drinker. I think she wants to like coffee, you know, because like it's a cool thing, but she just really doesn't. But she really likes tea. So these are the tea bags I got from the Dollar Tree, okay? They're the vanilla chai ones. You know, if you want to buy better ones, you could do that. But yeah, so I just go ahead and obviously, you know, get some hot water, steep the tea bag. And then I take a little bit of this, and then I will go ahead and froth it up, and then I add a couple packets of whole earth sweetener, and she loves it. Loves it. Says it just tastes just like the one from Starbucks. So there's like an idea for you guys. But today, cold brew coffee. So let's get that done. All right, so you can see that you just go ahead and hit your selection, and then just goes and does all this. I have this linked down below if you guys want to check it out. I got mine at Walmart. I absolutely love it. And then this is the Instapot coffee frother, and then I also have the Instapod. With the Instapod, you can do K-cups, and you can do either the espresso cups from Nespresso, or, I mean, I don't think they just have to be an espresso, but like you could do espresso cups, but you could also do the original coffee from, in the small pods from Nespresso too. So, and I want to say this was only $100. And I think those Nespresso ones are like $2 something. Not doing that. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get this coffee together, and I'm gonna go yell at my kids to get out of bed. Okay, so we have the coffee and my sweetener all mixed up, and then here is the cold brew. Come on. So then you can see all of that. And then what I usually do, so you can, this is just a Starbucks cup that I got from Amazon because I wanted to be cool. So you can see it all mixed up. I give it a little swirl, right? And we're gonna go in with a little bit of, I have my sweetener in there, okay? Then we're gonna add in a little, pop that off a little bit. And then on top of it, we're going to take the Chalk Zero caramel syrup. My favorite. Everything from Chalk Zero is bomb. Promise. And then I didn't want to do like the whole cup thing today. I just wanted to do a little bit on the top. And boom. That's it. That is your iced coffee. And it feels just like Starbucks because we got like the cup. And then you got all the goodies in there too. So. And it's keto. So anyways, cheers to coffee in your cup. Let's go get this day started. Okay, so we have the girls have had their breakfast. Today they had cereal. So if you guys did not see Monday's video, I do have, sorry, I'm like, got these, I have cords everywhere at this point. We're just trying to find outlets. So the way I set up breakfast for my kids is I didn't necessarily say, okay, you have to have this breakfast every day. Like Monday, you're gonna have cereal. I just kind of made a list, making sure I had enough breakfast meal ideas or options for the girls that they could have something different. If they want to have cereal every day, then they could have it, but they still have, you know, different options to have. And then we also have snacks available to them throughout the day as well. It's currently 7:50, so they don't have to jump online until 8:30. And then for me and Rhea, we have our own options, okay? So I'm just gonna kind of have this out. I have to go buy a new printer. My printer broke. And then I'm planning on like just doing a blank thing and then laminating it and then using a dry erase marker every day and then putting it to the side of my fridge so we could see it like that. So I'm a little bit more organized. Yesterday I did straighten up the house. So they have like their computers already charging and they're getting ready to go. So I could set them up. Becky sits at the table and then Sophie will sit over there. She's just laying there. I got to do her hair. Becky's already done. And just so they don't have any like cross interference. And then yeah, so gotta do Sophie's hair. You guys ready for a fresh start, fresh week? Tell them, let's do our thing. We don't do it anymore. Let's do it since we're not driving to school. Let's do it right now. Today's gonna be a, come on guys, Sophia. Today's gonna, Sophia, I wanna hear you. Put the blank, I wanna hear it, and then I'll leave you guys alone. You gotta affirm that it's gonna be a good day, okay? So I wanna hear you say it. Today's gonna be a good day. Something great is gonna happen, right? We're gonna do something today that, what is it gonna do for our tomorrow? It's gonna make our tomorrow better, right? It's a good day to have a good day, right? It's a good day to have a good day. Benny, is today a good day to have a good day? He's like, today's a good day to bark at the neighbor's dogs. But all right, we're starting off slow, guys, but we're gonna get there, okay? As you guys can see those bins, we are starting basement renovation. Buckle up, friends, because we're in for a hell of a ride with that one. But all right, let me get this kid's hair done. I wanted to show you guys, hi, Becky. I wanted to show you guys how we are utilizing those little plastic bins. So this is just their folders and everything that they have for school, the books, and then they have like their writing utensils in here. And that's basically all they need for right now. If you know we have to add more, we'll add more, but they're able to keep everything. So this is Sophia's, and then when she is done with her computer, I stick her charger in here as well. And then so everything is all together and we just keep it up on the dresser in their room. So Sophia is logged in, she's getting ready. They still have some time. And then here is Rebecca's. And what are you doing, Fred? And then this is some of the stuff, like some of her teachers like delivered out some supplies for her too. So she has all her stuff ready. But yeah, so definitely organization for that. This was a really good idea. I'm glad I went with that. Even Leo was like, you're not going to use those. I use them. And he's like, that was actually a really good idea. So definitely recommend getting one of these and maybe like one of these like Trapper Keeper accordion folders as well.
You know what, while we're waiting, I'll go ahead and play our good morning song and you guys can join in.
All right, so the girls are in class, right? But I need to show you. Rhea is at that age where she's real funny, okay? So she put this on her door. So this is her schedule, okay? So she has her classes from 10 to 3:15 and then she has a break. And then Tuesday, she has an ortho appointment. She's just about to get her braces off. My dad has to take her, so because I have the girls and I can't leave because they start school at 8:30. So she has no Zoom meetings those days, but this is what she puts. And then Wednesday, she has to do a book return. I need to take her to get a Social Security card for her permit. So she has that. And then her classes again on Thursday. And then I gotta order some stuff for her birthday because you know her Sweet 16 is coming up on the 7th. So she wants me to order that. She's like, call the eye doctor for real this time. I need to make him an eye doctor's appointment. And I still have class. If there's any, even if there's no Zoom, please respect that. Graham, apartment number 3. I should get her a welcome mat to put right here or something. She's so funny. I said, I'm gonna kick down her door and be like, rent's due. but she's so funny. But I'm gonna wake her up shortly, so if she wants to have some tea or she wants to have some breakfast, but I don't know. I was really, hold on, let me flip this camera around. So I think honestly, like this 15, 16-year-old, so I think from the ages of like 10 to 14, you struggle with them. They're really, because they go through this where they're trying to find themselves. So they have this like attitude, they say things, they're very awkward, they're very, Sophia's there, and it's just like, it's just a lot. It's a lot, you know, and it's just this like pubescent thing. But at this age though, like this 15, 16, they're actually really funny. They're really funny, and they, I don't know, I really am enjoying this stage because she's very smart and she has all these thoughts of her own, and I enjoy seeing them. And then I like, she's, you know, I don't know. So I thought that was really funny. I thought you guys could see that. I think that was funny. But the girls are jumping in. So basically what I do while they're on class is I sit like in the recliner in the middle, and I kind of just listen if they need anything, if they're having online issues, and then I kind of go back and forth. So Becky's gonna do it. They're both doing attendance right now, and then that's until about 9 o'clock. And then Sophie goes right into math. So she stays on a classroom meet. And then Becky ends her classroom meet at 9 until from 9 to 9:30, and she has like a library independent study. So at that time is usually when I will make a snack for, if Becky wants a snack or whatever, we'll do her work, and then I'll eat, and then Sophia will have, okay, because they had called out her name and she has to unmute it, and sometimes she has issues with muting her computer. So I was just making sure it worked out. So I finished my coffee today, but I didn't do much. I only did 6 ounces, so I was able to finish it. And then Becky will go back into her class for, I think it's literacy at 9:30, and then Sophia takes a break from 9:30 to 10:10 and does some independent study, and then she'll have a snack. So that's kind of how it goes, like on and off, on and off. I need to do some cleaning today. I need to do some laundry today, and yeah, so today also I want to tell you guys, I'm sorry if I look a mess, we're gonna do, I'm like in my bathroom also, so it was an echo, my bad. I'm gonna do pork belly in the air fryer. I seen this girl do it, I think her name's Keto Somi on Instagram, and she did it with maple, and she used the chalk zero syrup, so I'm gonna do that. And then for side, I forget what we're having. Oh, green beans. We're gonna do green beans with bacon in it. So I don't know if I want to do bacon with, I might just skip the bacon and do just green beans by itself with just some butter and some seasoning. So I think I might steam them or like boil them until they get tender. I think that's what we'll do. Just because I don't want to do bacon on top of pork, or like on top of the pork belly. It's a lot of fat. But yeah, so buckle up, friends. This is our new routine. All right, so what I'm gonna have for breakfast, I'm taking one of these portobello mushroom caps. This is 2 ounces, okay? And then I have these Maxwell Street sausages. I'm only gonna take half of one, and I'm gonna fry them up together, and I'm gonna top them with a little bit of cheese, and that's gonna be what's for breakfast, okay? So real easy. Becky's in her like PE class right now, watching her movie, and Sophie's doing her math. So let's start this, okay? So just chop these up. I wiped them off and cleaned them up, and if you wanted to take that part out, you could, but that part doesn't bother me. So we're gonna cut these up first. So I'm frying these up in the pan, okay? And they're cooked already, but I really want them to give off some of their grease that they have and some of their flavor into the pan. I have a little bit of extra virgin olive oil just to kind of get them nice and crispy. And then once they cook down a little bit and they start to get a little bit of a like a crisp, I guess, I'll add in the mushrooms, and then probably just a little bit of salt just to cook down the mushrooms, but super easy. And then we'll add in a little bit of cheese too, just to kind of bring it together. I ended up doing 1 whole sausage, so because when I seen it and when I cut it up, I'm like, well, that's really not a lot. So we'll do 1 whole sausage and then 2 ounces of the mushroom. You could add in, you know, onion and veggies. You can really, you know, gussy this up as much as you wanted, but we're just kind of keeping it a little bit simple today. Okay, you can see there's more grease in the pan, and these are starting to get a little bit crispy. So they're gonna cook some more, but we're gonna add in the mushrooms. And don't worry if they're kind of like a big thing in your pan, because they will give off some, they're going to shrink because they give off water, you know. And then I'm just going to add just a pinch of pink Himalayan salt just to help with the mushrooms, and then for the added electrolytes as well. And then just kind of let it do its own thing, you know. This one needs to be broken up a little bit. So there we go. I love mushrooms. Portobello mushrooms are like literally my favorite, but I love all of them. I like, and like the fancier they get, the better they taste to me. I don't know. But this is also going to be, if you were a part of like, maybe like you didn't eat meat or you didn't like these sausages, you could totally do this by itself and then just double up the mushrooms and then top it with cheese, and it's just as good like that by itself. If you wanted to do like a no meat option and maybe even toss it with an egg, like a fried egg on top, that would be really good as well. So the possibilities are really endless, and these are really, you could even use these portobello mushroom caps as buns for your hamburgers. I've done that before. Leo doesn't like them like that, but Leo's also not a big vegetable eater. Whereas like me and his dad and my family, my dad won't eat mushrooms, but we love them. So yeah, just go ahead and let them cook down and do its thing. And then when it comes time, we'll top them with some cheese. Okay, so I just added about 30 grams of the mozzarella, and then I'm just kind of stirring it around. Okay. I have the flame off, and I'm just going to let the heat, like let it steam up in there and kind of melt some more, and that's it. So we have one of the Maxwell Street sausages that I get from Costco. We have 2 ounces of a portobello cap, which is like a large portobello cap, and then 30 grams of the shredded mozzarella from Costco as well. And yeah, so we're just gonna let it kind of, you can see it's already starting to melt, and that's probably. And here is our breakfast. And yeah, so super easy. And we're gonna go ahead and dive on in, but there you go. All right, so I'm going to have my lunch. We're on lunch break right now, and I'm gonna have a ham and cheese like quesadilla. So I have one of these Olay Extreme Wellness high fiber wraps. These are 4 net carbs. Right here is 2 ounces of the Chihuahua cheese. I'm just going to cut that up. And then in the pan, warming up already, I have the tortilla, just in a regular pan. And I'm gonna start laying out the cheese, because if it's too thick, it doesn't melt evenly, you know what I mean? And then I'm gonna top it with probably 2 ounces of the Crocus Polish ham that I got from the deli. I am not going to count my macros today. And I'm kind of going to do an experiment, and I'm keeping in mind everything that I have, and I am going to check my ketones at the end of the day to kind of see where we're at, and so I could show you guys, like, you don't have to necessarily be strict keto and count your macros, as long as you make sure that you are watching your carbs and stuff like that, and all the things. So what's going to happen now is, there is 3 carbs in this wrap, right? And the cheese is carb free. This particular brand of ham, this Crocus ham, is carb free. Be careful. I do check the like the nutrition label at the deli counter. The mushrooms did have some carbs in them. I think it was 2 carbs for that mushroom. So that's going to lead us to 6 carbs, and then there was 1 carb in the 30 grams, so that's 7 carbs so far. Okay, our coffee is going to be about 2 carbs because of the cold coffee that does have some carbs in it. Okay, so what did I say? 7, 8, 9. We're at about 9 carbs right now total. We're doing pretty good, but then we're going to have the green beans as well, and those are going to have some carbs in there, but nonetheless, we are persevering, and I just want to show you guys, it's possible. I feel like a lot of people are like, no, you have to do it this way, and if you don't do it this way, you're going to fail, and that's not always true. Okay, so 2 ounces of this Polish ham onto the quesadilla. You could already tell that the cheese is melting, so we can go ahead and toss this ham on here. And I'm gonna weigh out my, so we need about a half a slice of this. Okay, So for 2 ounces, I did weigh it out, okay? I do weigh out a lot of stuff because it's just a habit. And we're just gonna lay that on there. Put that there. I weigh out cheese too, and I weigh out all my creamers because those are the things, and my condiments too. I always make sure because those are the things that tend to get away from you, okay? And that's where the calories and all that stuff will add on. So I might be over my calories, I might be under my calories, I might be over some macros, I don't know. But we're gonna see if we can maintain ketosis by just being dirty, lazy keto. And then here you go. You can see all the melted cheese. Looks so good. And that, my friends, is what's for lunch. All right, so while the kids are on break, it's about 12:30 right now, and Becky's about to jump back into class. She's just finishing up her lunch. She had some soup and some crackers. Sophia had a sandwich, and they had some cantaloupe. So I'm gonna go through and start getting these. I'm gonna throw them in the strainer and rinse them off, and then I'm gonna cut off these tip parts of them, and I am going to I guess boil them, you know, so until they get like real flimsy, like real tender. But that's what we're gonna have. So I don't know how long it's gonna take me because I've never done them this way, but we're gonna give it a whirl. So yeah, just gonna go through, we're gonna clean them off in the strainer and then pop off the edges, and we're gonna toss them in a pot and let them simmer probably for, I would say probably half an hour, 45 minutes, but we'll check in and see how it is. And then probably around 2 o'clock, I will bring up the air fryer and we'll start on the pork belly. All right, so here's the pork belly. Leo scored it in a previous video to show you guys, but I'm just gonna cut through and cut them into bits, like bite-sized pieces. But this is what we're gonna have. And then the green beans have been going for quite some time. But I'm just gonna let them sit in the water and just kind of let them do its thing, and then we're gonna fry them in a frying pan when it gets closer to take them out, okay? So yeah, let's cut these up, and then I'm gonna go look for my barbecue seasoning, and we're gonna season these up and then toss them in the air fryer. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and season this pork up. This is the Sweet Heat barbecue sauce I used. Hopefully it's enough. I'm really hoping it's going to be enough. We're not going to smoke this or anything, so it should be okay. But I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle and then just kind of toss everything around and then do that, okay? So, but everything is cut up into these little cubes so you guys can see, okay? Okay, I just like ran up from downstairs. So we got our air fryer here, and we're going to have our assistant who's eating ham and cheese roll up. Rhea dumped the pork belly into here. So we're gonna go ahead and eat. You okay? Yeah, I'm winded. I just ran up the stairs. Okay, keep going. Just don't drop any because Benny's waiting.
It's like virtual Zoom PE. At home PE is really hard to control on you, Mom.
At home PE.
All of it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's Benny's gonna get some. All right. We're not above that line, are we? Hold on a second, guys. Oh, no, we're not. So we're not above the line. The max line was right there. Okay, so we have that, right? We're going to turn it on. We're going to drop the temperature to 375, and we're going to cook it for about 25 minutes, okay? So 375, 25 minutes. And there you go. And we did season it with that barbecue seasoning. That's the one I made. But if you guys wanted to buy your own, you could do that. Just watch to make sure there's no like sugar in it and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's it. Becky's gonna have a little snack, and then she's gonna finish up her school. Sophia's still doing hers, and Rhea's on break from hers. We're just chugging along today. Okay, in the same pot I cooked them in, I have the green beans. I strained them, obviously, and I'm gonna throw them on. Okay, got that. Oh my God, jeez. I'm gonna go, I went ahead, just threw them in the pot. I added a tablespoon of Carrie's butter, and we're just kind of gonna mix it up, give everything a nice coat. some fresh green beans. Again, I usually add bacon, but since we were going to go ahead and use the pork belly for our dinner tonight, I just thought that was just way too much. So I'm just going to do a bunch of butter because that's better. But no, seriously, it was just too much. So we're just going to do like a traditional, like, you know, green bean. And this is the way we kind of grew up eating them, but they weren't fresh, they were frozen. But we always had a vegetable with every meal. So nonetheless, we're just coating up the green beans. And we're going to season them with some seasoning salt. You just do it to taste. Somebody's like, I said a little, and someone was like, girl, that was a lot. Okay, well, season to taste. I like to taste a lot. You know what? Fun fact though is when I was a kid, I didn't like green beans until my aunt made them for me like this, and then that was my favorite. Like, I remember when I was like losing weight for my wedding, like I would bring a big bag of frozen green beans. I like the French cut green beans, those when they're slivers, and I would just do butter and seasoning salt, and that would be my lunch. Okay. And then we're just gonna let Rhea try one. Go ahead, Ray, try it out. What do you think? These are like Aunt Joy's.
Oh, they're looking for it.
They're really good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Becky wants to try now. We'll just turn those off. We got the...
I would add a little bit more seasoning salt.
A little bit more seasoning salt?
Yeah.
It's good? Yeah? Like Aunt Joy's? All right, so Ray said more seasoning salt, but I don't overdo it with the seasoning salt because Leo doesn't like things to be real salty, so she could just put more on hers. And that's it. That's her side done. We got some fresh green vegetables. Homemade. Good. There you go. That's how I did it. So I just went ahead and I boiled them probably for like 30-40 minutes. You could have even done longer if you wanted, however, and then I just strained them and then I threw them right back in the pot with some butter and some seasoning salt. Called it a day. Boom. Okay, so I've let these cook a little bit longer, not the 22 minutes or 25 minutes. I think it was probably about 40, just because these pieces were bigger. But that's what they're looking like. So you can see they're nice and crispy. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is I'm actually gonna just pull this out and bring it over by the stove because I can't do this with one hand. And I didn't grab a tripod because who needs convenience? All right, so we are gonna go in with those Chalk Zero. This is the maple syrup. I have a link for Chalk Zero down below. They're bomb. So we're just going to spray, like kind of drizzle this over. The girl who I got this from, like I said, her name is Keto Sony, like S-O-N-Y. She did like, she added like sesame seeds and stuff like that. I'm not doing that. But I'm just gonna kind of drizzle it. And then I'll toss it around. Kind of just a little, I don't want to like give it like a huge like maple flavor, but okay, there we go. That's it. And then I'll kind of toss it a little bit. I'm gonna bring that back over here. And we're gonna increase the temp to 400 and we're gonna cook it for about 10 minutes on there so it gets real like glazed and crispy, okay? And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, and all you're gonna have to clean up is after it cools, guys, make sure you let it cool and you just scoop out the grease on there and just clean this all out, and that's it. And then you don't have to worry about the house heating up because it is 94 degrees right now. And I just, my ear is already running pretty heavily right now, so I don't want the house to get crazy, crazy hot. So then once the kids are ready, we can sit down and eat. I'm kind of letting them take a break right now since school's over. And we will just kind of place this up and measure it all out. But look at that. Ooh. All right, my friends, that's it. It's so good. It's like a maple sweetness, not overly maple, but it's so good. So good. How about Becky? Is it good?
No.
The other girls already dug in. That's why it's already missing some. But that is our... How about the taste? Is good?
It's very chewy, but I feel like
It's very chewy? All right, Sophie's gonna try it out. We'll let her tell us. Okay, so here is my plate. I know it looks small, but I'm not really that hungry, to be honest. But this is 3 ounces of that pork belly, which we'll be filling, and 2.5 ounces of the green beans. So look at that. Doesn't that look so good? Like, yes, 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 yes. Love it. Okay, so for our last little treat for the day, and then after this is done, I'll probably, before I get ready to sign off, I will do my ketones so you guys could see if I knock myself out. So you guys are seeing, I'm eating a little bit more, and just wondering how that's going to go. But anyways, so I'm going to take this keto pint ice cream. This is the sea salt caramel. If you had vanilla, it would be better, but nonetheless, we use what we have, and we're going to take some of that. I got to let it sit out for a little bit longer, and then, oops, I'm going to use some Diet A&W root beer. I love root beer. I'm like the only one in this house who does. So when I was a little girl, my dad used to take me to a place called Frosty's, and we used to get root beer floats. So anyways, we're going to do root beer floats. Keto root beer floats. So, yeah. We're going to like I said, let this defrost. I kind of want to just like stick it on the windowsill and let it go down because it's, like I said, it's 95 degrees right now. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, my friends. Here is our root beer float. I only did about 50 grams of that ice cream and about a half a cup of the root beer. And then that's going to be it. So nothing huge, but just to get a little taste for it. And I topped it with a little bit of the Cool Whip. Then I got a straw and a spoon. And that, my friends, is a keto root beer float. All right, so let's see what our reading says. Boom, 1.1, baby. There you go, you see? You can do lazy keto, dirty keto, and maintain ketosis. So anything above a 0.5. So 1.1 is looking really, really good. There you go, my friends, you see? So, what is that telling us? That's telling us we're gonna wrap this video up. And today's was a great day. Something great happened today. No matter where it is, always find the silver lining. And we kicked butt today. So I'll see y'all in the next one. Take it easy, friends.
For so long, I've been trying to get you out of my head.